Siem Reap, gateway to ancient Angkor Wat, seat of the Khmer Empire and the jewel of Cambodia. But this little town is so much more than that. In the wake of the terrible events that struck this country less than 50 years ago, so many social enterprises have been popping up trying to aid in rebuilding the culture and society of the Kingdom of Wonder. In this video, we're going to highlight some of our favorite things to do and places to eat, each with a mission to give back to the community, supporting the future of the Khmer people. And of course, we'll visit Angkor Wat, weather permitting. But first, we'll start the day the best way we know how, over coffee.
So one of the things we're most excited about today is that we're going to be visiting a couple of businesses that are actually also social enterprises that give back to the community here in Cambodia. We're starting off at Footprints Cafe, and we'll tell you a little bit more about it once we get inside.
This cafe is tucked away on fashionable Street 26, seamlessly combining cozy charm with a sleek, modern vibe.
One of the reasons that we chose this nonprofit cafe is because they give their employees incredible opportunities. They invest in their future through skills and development training, and they also source locally and ethically whenever they can. On top of that, 100% of their net profits are given back to as grants that are then given to local community members. On top of that, the coffee is incredible. I got a green tea latte, and it is honestly delicious. I was kind of like, it might be good, but it might not. Oh, it's so good. And it is one of the best coffee tea drinks I've had in all of Cambodia so far. It's like matcha, but without the powderiness in it. It's really nice.
I took this building and I spent a lot of time renovating it and designing it. It's got co-working spaces, it's got little nooks and crannies and just kind of places you can hang out and work. And lots of greenery, lots of plants, which is just really, really nice. It's kind of like industrial meets jungle aesthetic.
On the way to find a ride to our next destination, we got just a little bit hungry, so we had to check out some street waffles, because, well, street waffles. And of course we had to get a sugarcane juice too.
That everything comes in a banana leaf in Asia. It's like my favorite thing. It smells so coconutty and delicious.
While we were sitting on this bench enjoying our breakfast, we found our ride. We'd looked on rideshare apps like Grab and Pass App, and it would cost $13 there and then $13 back again. But our new friend offered us an incredible price of $15 round trip. Over the next 40 minutes, we carved through the beautiful Cambodian countryside. The roads were bumpy in the back of our trusty remorque, but honestly, I can't think of a cooler way to get around during your time here. We discovered that finding a ride in Siem Reap is pretty easy, with most drivers hanging out around the downtown area and outside of popular hotels. After a gorgeous but damp drive, we have arrived at the Cambodia Landmine Museum.
So we got our tickets to the Landmine Museum, and it was $5 per person. And it says, thank you for your contribution. Everything on display has been inspected 100% free from explosives. So we're gonna go learn about Cambodia's history.
This museum was founded by former child soldier Aki Ra. In the wake of the devastation caused by the Khmer Rouge, Aki Ra dedicated his life to clearing his homeland of the landmines and unexploded ordnances left over from years of conflict from civil war, the massive amount of bombs dropped by American troops during the Vietnam War, and later from Vietnamese occupation. What started as a small collection of explosives he'd cleared by hand has turned into a massive exhibition of the brutality that we as humans can unleash on one another. Walking through the grounds was eye-opening. The sheer amount of weapons, mines, cluster bombs, and other remnants of war sent shivers down our spines. We'd seen something similar during our 30 days in Laos, and our view on war and conflict has never been the same. It's an absolute shame that people can inflict this kind of damage on one another. And in the case of these unexploded ordnances, that pain is still lingering today. Because of the efforts of people like Aki Ra and other volunteers, more and more land is being cleared each and every year. But there's still so much work to be done. In the past, it was easy to bury our heads in the sand and feel like these issues were so far away. But after visiting the museum and meeting the people who've been affected by these senseless acts of violence firsthand, it's impossible to ignore. So that we could learn more about the efforts being made to make Cambodia safe from landmines and unexploded ordnances, our next stop is one that we've wanted to make for years. This is the Apopo Visitor Center.
So we got here just in time. Apparently there's a tour in 3 minutes, so we have to hurry.
If you've looked up Cambodia in any capacity, you've likely heard of the HeroRATs that help deminers detect landmines using their cute little whiskered noses. When we planned this trip, visiting these adorable little heroes was on the absolute top of our list. It costs $10 per person, but not only is this an important part of Cambodia's history and future, the money goes to support the efforts of the Apopo team to continue their efforts to clear the land of mines and other explosives to help make this beautiful country safe for generations to come. The tour starts with an explanation of the overall process, breaking down everything from how the rats are trained to how the handlers, with the help of their trusty partners, mark off areas safe to walk so they can begin to scour the land and clear it of mines. After that, we headed over to the next station, where they brought out the stars of the show. After a quick meet and greet, they performed a mock clearing using deactivated bombs, showing just how effective these animals are at detecting and alerting their team to active explosives. But now is the moment we've been waiting for. We were instructed to wash up as we were about to get up close and personal with these little heroes.
This one is the daddy boy. Yeah, this one named Glad. He's the boy. Yeah, like you hold a baby, you know.
Never
yeah.
held a baby.
It's okay, it's just like a baby. Side by side, side by side. Yeah, like that.
These are African giant pouch rats, and they are so cute and incredibly smart.
They're just so chill. It's so cool. They're so just like... I know, they're so adorable.
From the time they are tiny little rats, they receive training, and after they show proficiency in detecting their target sense, they are then assigned a handler who will work with them until retirement. They become the best of friends and are regarded as part of the family, much in the way we look at our beloved pets back home. After our meeting with the rats, it was time to watch a quick video on the impact the rats and the team at Apopo are making here in Cambodia and all around the world.
That's really cool. Look at the little rat. He's so cute. What'd you think?
I loved it.
I did too.
I'm very happy that we went to the Landmine Museum before coming to Apopo. In my heart, this is all I wanted to do. I wanted to see the rats. I've heard about them just online, and I think we watched a documentary on them like years before we traveled, because Cambodia was one of the first places we ever wanted to come to. This is what I wanted to do when we got to Siem Reap. But being patient, going to the Landmine Museum first, and then coming here gives you such an appreciation for the devastation of the landmines, the effect that all of these unexploded bombs and the war remnants have on the Cambodian people. It just gives you more insight to the amazing things being done to make Cambodia safe again for its residents and their families and future generations. But these two things are absolutely hands down some of the best things we've done in our entire trip here.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. You getting stuff?
I am. I'm getting this t-shirt, which is super cute, and then we're getting a water bottle so that we can refill and not landfill. Plus it's just super cute and retro and I love it. This is 15, this is 10, so 25, okay.
Ooh, it's gonna be an expensive day.
But at least it's for a good cause.
Now it was time to make our way back into Siem Reap town and find a bite to eat. It felt very fitting to go to a place we'd heard wonderful things about. Tevy's place. This adorable little restaurant is situated on Street 26, not far from the cafe we visited earlier. Tevy was just a small child during the reign of the Khmer Rouge, and you can read about her story when you visit the restaurant for delicious food. It's just another reminder of the brave resilience of the Khmer people.
I got the char krung and it looks really, really good. It's got coconut milk, some long beans, a little bit of onion, carrots, and then some beef. Just the sauce on its own first. It tastes like a yellow curry that you'd be used to, but it is delicious. Try some of this. I love curries. They are my favorite thing.
I got ginger chicken, which I think is just stir-fried chicken with ginger and onions. Looks like cauliflower as well. Ooh, it's very gingery, but also very delicious.
Just trust me.
It's like bright and fresh and just
vibrant. It tastes different than anything else I've had here in Cambodia, and it's just like this really bright dish as opposed to being this kind of like heavy or peppery or curry type thing. So I really like it. I don't know that you will, unfortunately.
That's okay, I like mine.
All right, let's see. Now we're on our way to the Made in Cambodia Market, and we'll tell you more about that when we get there.
Hint, everything's made in Cambodia.
Yeah, that's, I felt like that goes without saying.
Yeah. Okay, so that's really cool. We got this water bottle that's the Refill Not Landfill project, and we actually came across our first little refill station here, which I just think is the coolest thing. I love that there's refill stations, I would assume, across the city.
This market features handicrafts, jewelry, accessories, and apparel made by local artisans. It's a great place to get all of your souvenirs on your trip to Siem Reap. We don't typically buy trinkets and such as we don't have a lot of room in our packs, but we couldn't resist taking a look around, and who knows, we might just find something.
Okay, and how much?
With the necklace?
Yes.
With the necklace, it's only $18.
18?
Yeah,
Okay.
18, yeah. With any chains, you can choose the chains like this chain or this chain or here.
Okay.
I can do it for you, it's okay. Or this one also nice.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll get this one,
Okay,
please.
yes.
And then I don't know what chain.
Okay, you can take your time
Okay,
here first.
thank
yeah,
you.
no worries.
You getting one?
I feel like I had to. It matches my tattoo. It says "Believe in Khmer," and it's handmade, and she's putting it on the chain for me, which is really cool. What do you think?
I like it.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's raining again. Thankfully, this market is covered, and everyone's super nice, so we're just kind of hanging out. We don't really have a whole lot more planned between now and our final event of the evening, except we were gonna go to one more place to grab some food. We let the weather pass as we just sat and marveled at the power of nature. We had just a little bit of time to kill before our last stop of the night, so we wanted to take you to one of our favorite restaurants in all of Cambodia.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll be okay.
Akunbon. Okay. And plus, then we get to see this little guy.
Not friends.
It's slick. Honestly, this is why we wear Crocs when we travel, because you can just get them super muddy and then we can just hose them off when we get home. In the shower, with the bum gun, one way or another, these things are getting clean again.
We're here at one of my favorite bars in Siem Reap. It's actually a cocktail and spring roll bar, but the reason that I really, really love it, aside from the fact that the food and drinks are delicious, is because this place has such an awesome mission. So not only do they support local nonprofit organizations, but they also only hire Khmer staff, and they give them professional training opportunities. On top of that, they also get fair wages and working hours, vacation time, and medical insurance, which I just think is huge. Okay, we're gonna play a game. What cocktail should I order? It says, are you celebrating something? I'm gonna say yes because yesterday was my birthday, and technically in the United States it still is my birthday. It says, what time is it? It is after 5 o'clock, so before 6 p.m. So we're gonna go down here. Next it says, do you want something refreshing? Yes, it's hot out there. So they say that I should get an Alice in Wonderland or So Fresh. So an Alice in Wonderland is gin, elderflower syrup, kaffir leaves, watermelon, and sparkling water. And then the So Fresh is absinthe, cucumber, lime, simple syrup, and sparkling water. Both sound really good. I feel like I would get the Alice in Wonderland because this is the non-alcoholic version of that, and this is incredible. It is like so good.
That's what you're getting?
Yeah, I'm getting the Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
Sounds good. You gotta follow the rules. This is what they said I had to order.
Celebrating, yes. What time is it? Before 6. Something refreshing? No, show me what else you got. I would like a cocktail that is classic and sophisticated, just like me.
You are kind of fancy.
No, I'm not.
No.
I like it when it's strong and smoky. Poción Azteca. Mezcal, tequila, honey, and lime. Yeah, that sounds exactly like something I would drink.
Yeah, that sounds great. That's so cool. I love their
Presentation.
yeah.
yeah, that looks fancy. That big gin glass.
Doesn't it? Oh, and I know it's gonna taste delicious. This is a heavy glass. I feel like I'm gonna break the stem. I should probably drink it like this. It's so good. It's honestly just as good without the gin though. Like I'm gonna make this concoction at home without alcohol and just be like, you wanna try your poison?
Yeah.
Poison potion?
Potion. Is it
Poison? What? No, it's not poison. Just drink it, it's fine.
Oh, it is smoky. This thing is so cool. This is like such an awesome presentation.
Yeah, their presentation's pretty amazing.
A mezcalita is like one of my favorite drinks ever. And that's basically what this is, but with honey instead of like, I guess, agave. It smells so good. Even better than like the ones we've had at the Mexican restaurants we've been to.
No.
Yeah, this one's super good.
Okay, so we got 2 orders of spring rolls. I got the Mamma Mia, which has sun-dried tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, pesto, stracciatella di burrata, if I'm saying that correctly, and then it comes with a side of Italian dressing. These smell absolutely incredible, so I'm really, really excited to try them. Let me last on my cheese. They're so fresh, and the sun-dried tomato really, really comes through, and that pesto is incredible. It just kind of tastes like pizza.
So I got the Wild Wild West, cheddar cheese, beef, and caramelized onions, and they come with a creamy tomato sauce. And they also come with lettuce on the side, and I wonder if that's just to kind of help freshen it up a little bit. Let's give these a try. They're very dense and very heavy and very rich, but they are delicious. The caramelized onions really add a depth to this. It's almost like patty melt grilled cheese that you dip in tomato soup. It's a very, very, very unique flavor. Unique and like weird fusion spring rolls might be my new favorite finger food. So we're gonna dig in, eat these, and then we're gonna go take a little break before our last event of the evening.
Okay, so we finally got here to the Phare Circus, and I am so excited. If you guys don't know about this place, it's actually a social enterprise that's attached to a nonprofit, and they basically take youths and children that are in poverty and teach them performing arts and skills so that they can make a living. It's a really, really cool organization. We'll go ahead and leave a link to them in the description below. If you want to check them out, you can. I do believe they take donations, but if you have a chance to come to the circus, definitely do it because it looks like a really fun time, and we're going to show you a little bit of what that looks like.
Are you excited about the circus?
Yes, it's like Cirque du Soleil, but in Cambodia.
We actually do go to Cirque du Soleil.
Oh yeah? That tracks. I don't know, I'm very excited. The fact that people can be that just absolutely acrobatic is bananas to me.
And I'm glad there's no animals.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if there was animals.
Phare, the Cambodian circus, mixes theater, music, dance, and circus acts to share uniquely Cambodian stories performed by students and graduates from a training center in Battambang. The school was started in 1994 by refugees who used art as therapy and now offers free education and programs to over 1,700 students. Phare gives these young artists a chance to show off their skills, make a living, and build a better future. Depending on the date, the shows are different, so make sure to check the calendar on their website to see which performance you can expect. This performance is called Ponu Samang and tells the story of a young woman who lost her parents to the Khmer Rouge and is healed through the power of art. These performers were impressive. We've been to shows like Cirque du Soleil, but something about the intimate setting here really pulls you into the story. It was funny and sad, beautiful and powerful. You could feel the love, not only in the tale of Ponlu, but between the performers themselves and how it translated into the show. We were sad to have missed this while we were in Battambang, but knew we had to make it in Siem Reap, and we are so happy we did. You have to check this out during your trip here. We promise, you'll be glad you did. But now it's late, and we've got a big day of exploring tomorrow, on our last day in Cambodia. So we'll see you in the morning. At last, the perfect finale to our time in Cambodia. We hoped to have the opportunity to have the quintessential Angkor Wat sunrise, but Mother Nature, as it often does, had other plans. After the rain had quelled itself, we headed outside to find a ride to this ancient marble, so we could finally see what most people come to Cambodia for. We purchased a one-day pass online at the official website for $37 a person. If you have more time and really want to dive deeper into this expansive archaeological site, the 3 and 7 day passes are a better deal for sure, but this suited our needs and time frame just fine. We came across a lot of information online that led us to believe we weren't able to actually vlog our experiences here, but we'll leave that to you to decide. We were told that photos and video were fine, but we were asked to not use our microphone by a couple of security guards, so we put it away and just tried to capture the scale of this place to the best of our ability. This is the oldest place we'd ever been to up until this point, and as we walked up the stone path to the entrance of the iconic Angkor Wat, we could barely contain our excitement. It was hot and humid as the morning's rain was starting to evaporate into the air around us, but that didn't stop us, despite its best efforts. The grounds around the temple were immaculate and made a great place for people to take a rest while marveling at this incredible sight before them. The intricacies were what amazed us the most. The detail achieved by these Khmer architects is mind-blowing. Not only in how it was carved straight into the sandstone blocks, but how so much of it is so well preserved to this day. We've said it before, and we'll say it again. We're not historians, so instead of spouting off a bunch of facts scavenged from Wikipedia and harvested from blogs around the internet, we'll leave that to the professionals, and we'll just share with you our thoughts and feelings about our time here. The main temple and namesake of this complex is as remarkable as it is large. You could spend hours here just wandering the grounds and inspecting the carvings and structures. If you're not afraid of heights, you can ascend the steepest stairs we've encountered and drift through the ancient halls, with plenty of places to stop and grab a photo. It was nice to take a quick rest and just let the energy of the place reverberate through our bodies. But as it was hot and not getting any cooler, it was time to say goodbye to Angkor Wat and make our way back to our driver, who was patiently waiting for us at the entrance. Next on our list was the Bayon Temple at Angkor Thom. We felt as though we were transported back in time, and although this is one of the main 3 or 4 temples on the one-day route, we were quite fortunate to have a lot of it to ourselves. It's not hard to want to touch the walls and statues during your time here. I feel like it brings you closer to the place, but with these temples being made of such delicate materials like sandstone, we obviously resisted the urge so that future generations can enjoy this place for years to come. While this ruin is much smaller in size, it made up for it with impressive carvings, telling the story of hunts, fishing parties, and glorious battles. One of the most striking features of this particular temple is the many faces on the raised towers. The subtle smile has remained an enigma to scholars since its rediscovery in the 19th century. We just felt very welcome. It was nice to be able to dip in and out of the interior of this stone masterpiece to escape the midday sun, and as we were leaving, we got to meet some of the local residents who call the surrounding jungle their home. Now it was time to head towards our last location of the day, and arguably the most epic, Ta Prohm, more commonly referred to as the Tomb Raider Temple. This is why I came to Cambodia. Years ago, before we decided to fly around the world and start making these videos to share with you, Ashley and I watched a travel show on Cambodia. I don't remember what it was called, but what I do remember is the host being guided through the jungle to discover ancient ruins of the Khmer Empire. Navigating their way through the thick trees that had merged with the stone buildings as if they were reclaiming the land that was always meant to be theirs is something that I knew I had to see for myself. While the other temples are impressive in their scale, this temple has just such a unique look and feel. It felt like we were in a video game as we roamed the corridors, each turn revealing a new mystery. It's undeniably the coolest location we visited. Even though we weren't alone here, it was easy to find little pockets of solitude and really gain an appreciation for this edifice of an era past. The main attraction here is one of a number of doorways that are perfectly framed by the roots of these massive trees and plants. This particular temple was built without mortar, so over the years, nature found a way to attach itself and merge with the structures themselves, leading to this unique and picturesque scene. We've heard a lot of things about this massive complex that served as the seat of the Khmer Empire nearly 1,000 years ago. We've heard it's expensive, which it is, that it's not worth it, or that you need a week to truly experience its magic. But our big takeaway is, like most travel destinations, it is what you make of it. We really enjoyed our time at Angkor Wat, and we wish that we had more time to get off the beaten path and see the lesser-known temples that make up the over 400 acres of this incredible place. With that being said, we really hope you enjoyed this video and our Cambodia series. Cambodia is a beautiful country, full of incredible and resilient people who showed us nothing but kindness and hospitality. We had some of the best experiences during our time here, as well as some of the worst lows we faced during our travels. Out of all of this though, we learned a few things. We learned that people are capable of many things. Some can commit acts of sheer evil and brutality, while others are powerfully resilient and won't let their past drag them down. We learned that travel isn't always butterflies and rainbows, and that sometimes you need to take a minute to stop and recharge so you can truly experience the magic of a place. And lastly, we learned that if you let it, travel can change you. It can bring you immense perspective and give you insight into yourself and the things you hold important. Let us know what you thought of the video in the comments, and we hope you want to follow us on our journey as we discover the beauty of our world one country at a time. We'll see you in the next one.